Hi, this is Steve from Willis Wall. Most skiers use poles, but not all backpackers do. Maybe you've never used trekking poles before, or are just unconvinced about the benefits. Well, I've dug into the archives for this session on backpacking. Poles, not just for skiing. I learned about using poles over 25 years ago when I took a mountaineering course. All the guides had them. Once I started using them myself, I never stopped. I have these trekking poles, which I got from Gossamer Gear. And these are pure carbon poles with cork grips. They weigh 5.6 ounces, and that's for the pair. And it's like there's nothing here at all. I use poles for just about every outdoor adventure. When my daughter was 9, I convinced her to use one of my poles to help in some cross-country scrambling. She's had her own pair ever since. I especially like poles for creek crossings and negotiating undulating terrain, and I consider them essential for the slightly aged crowd. Poles reduce stress on knees and feet, provide better stability, and consequently reduce risk of falling or injury. Poles, they're a hiking essential. Check out this explanation from the archives.
Well, let's talk about poles. 10 or 15 years ago, I used to get cracks like, hey dude, where's your skis, man? Now it's pretty much a standard attire for the well-dressed hiker. You'll see them all over the place. And there's a good reason for that. Climbing. When you're taking a step and you have no poles and you've got a big pack on, but hopefully you won't have a big pack on after watching this, and you step up like this, with the exception of maybe putting your hand on your knee and helping you up, it's all of your muscle concentration is right in one leg. And it's the same thing going down. This is ball bearing stuff, which is really slippery, and a lot of times your feet will go right out from underneath you. But when you go to take a step down, if you don't have poles, then all of your weight lands on the downhill leg, plus not to mention the uphill leg that's holding you while you get down there. And all of the force of the braking action goes right in the top part of your quads, and this is especially fatiguing, and it puts a lot of strain on your knees. If you do have poles on the uphill, now you've got 3 points of contact at any one time, and when you step up, you're able to transfer some of your weight, of course, onto your upper body and your hands, and not to mention the stability that you get from having the 3 points of contact. And you can share the load as you come up. I'm pushing, I'm using my elbows, I'm using my triceps, and all my upper body along with the leg. So a lot less stress on the leg, which means that it's going to be a lot more comfortable hike. On the downhill, it's just as important. When I come up to this point here, I can always plant the poles down, and now I have a couple more points of stability, and I'm not likely to slip on the ball bearings and go down. But again, it shares the load, and I'm able to gently step down without putting a whole lot of stress on the downhill knee that I'm landing on, and that one leg. And so if you take the 21,000 feet of elevation gain and the 21,000 feet of elevation loss that you're going to experience on this trail, and multiply that by the number of steps that you're going to take to do every one of those feet, if you share the load with the rest of your body, you're going to have a lot better hiking experience if you use poles and don't put so much stress on your quads and on your knees. Cut.
You convinced me more.